90% of the people who watch my video are non subscribers, and 10% of the people who watch my video are subscribers. Guys, I know that you are seeing my videos. Might as well subscribe it. It will really make my day. Hi, my name is Madhumita Chatterjee and welcome back to my channel. I have come up with a brand new video. Guess what? Few days ago, I got a call from my college professors. Yes, you heard that right. I got a call from my college professors from the college where I did my BTech engineering. Amazing, right? Because who would even know that? Because I graduated from my college around 7 to 8 years ago, and still my professors remember me. And guess what? They called me stating, "Hey Madhumita, how are you doing? We would like you to come and check final year students' final year project. These are fourth year students of computer science engineers, and I was invited to take the exam of these students who were in their fourth year and they had completed their final year project, and I had to assess them. So I had the most wonderful opportunity to be a part of the judging panel where I, along with other teachers, were actually judging what the final year students had created in their final project. So, yeah, I'm going to take you all along with me in this journey. Let's get started. Little sneak peek before the main video starts. I was on a call with the final year students, and this is what they all presented. Woohoo! Guys, this is a huge opportunity no matter what. As you all know, it's every child's dream to go back to the college from where they have studied their entire life. When I came to know that I was selected for such a task to actually grade students, like this is not my forte at all. But yes, I definitely guide students, I guide upcoming developers to code better, to take up projects which will benefit in their career, but giving marks is something which I have never done. And especially when I have gone through the same curriculum as these students are doing, I was really nervous. But as the saying goes, we should always look forward, give feedback, constructive feedback, and yeah, so this was it. I was so happy that the college invited me to do this. So, for this college exam, I had taken a half day from my office. So, I tried to come early. I had informed my teachers the same, that the first half of my office is not feasible because obviously I have to go to work and they will not give me a day's leave. Yes, you heard that right. My office is so strict in terms of giving leaves and all. So first half I was not available, so I requested them to keep my slot in the second half. So I had around 10 to 15 final year student groups. Each groups is consists of 4 people, so around 10 groups, 40 students. So I had to assess these 40 students in for their final year project. So let me explain you what they had done for their final year project. So every group had to explain what their final year project was. Okay, that is one. Second thing, they had to tell how they came to this idea, what was their motivation, why this topic they had selected, and then how many, there is something known as literature survey. So they had to read up articles on this topic, whether previously some people have implemented this idea or not, what kind of papers were written on this topic. Then came the flow chart, the architecture diagram, and they had to explain what are going to be the inputs of this project, what are going to be the outputs of the project. And after the architecture diagram, there is going to be technical stack. Now, technical stack is known as the stack where we will be using the coding tools. So for front end, what tools will be used? For back end, what tools will be used? How are the students going to get data? Are they using live data? Are they using data sets? Whether the data sets are from a reliable source or not. So yeah, after technical stack, I think there was a project timeline, how they are planning to implement their vision, and how what kind of hurdles will be there. And I think the last was their implementation plan, and there they have created prototypes, and they were explaining how things are going to look like for the final project. So yeah, this is the entire flow. So I'm going to show you how the students have done this. Hi, I have finally joined the meeting. Here it is, and I am here. So, right now, the students are in standby mode, and they will come one by one, and they will be presenting about their final year project. This is how the setup is. Teachers have joined, and this is the alumni projects which I'm going to be reviewing. Performing a quick tech check, ensuring that all my internet connection, internet speed, audio quality, video quality are perfect or not. And as I have to rate all the students with marks, I have also got a notepad along with me with a pen so that I can mark all the students and take down some points if I have want to give them a feedback, or if I have found something amazing. So I also have a notebook ready, just waiting for all the teachers to share their screens and start with the meeting and start with the projects. This is me recording little BTS, and yeah, this is something which I love to do, capture all the moments. So right now all the videos are off, but it reminded me of the days where I was a student and I was preparing myself for my final year project. I know how tough and how difficult this phase is, and deadlines are so tough, and no deadline is ever enough. No matter how much time our teachers give us, but it's never enough. But being in corporate, I understand the value of deadlines. Hello, Madhumita. Hello, hi. Good morning, everyone. Today we are honored to have with us Ms. Madhumita, who will be reviewing our B projects. I take this opportunity to briefly introduce her. Ma'am is an experienced EMEA governance, risk and compliance program manager with prior working experience at EY, Deloitte, and international banks. She began her career as a full-stack developer and Scrum Master, and over the year transitioned into cybersecurity. Now, ma'am is engaged in conducting global audits such as ISO, PCI DSS, and SOC2. Along with her strong expertise in audit and compliance, she also manages brand initiatives and represents organization as a brand ambassador. On the behalf of our department, I warmly welcome you to this review session of our B project. Your valuable suggestions and feedback will help our students to improve their work and make it more impactful. Thank you for being here, ma'am. Thank you so much for the introduction. Thank you, ma'am. I'm honored to be here along with you all. Before you start presenting your final year project, I just wanted to introduce myself, if that's okay. Like, I'll take only 1 minute, if that's okay. Yes. Yeah. So, ma'am, I think Deshi ma'am introduced me very, very aptly. So, I am working as a governance risk compliance program manager. So, a little about me. As you all know, I was a student in Don Bosco Institute of Technology. And once I graduated from my college, I started my journey as a software developer and then went ahead and as a project manager where I used to have handle agile related projects and end-to-end software development. And after that, I completed my master's in cybersecurity. And right now, I am in the cybersecurity and the AI field. So very, very glad to see you all and wishing you all very, very good luck. Do not worry at all because I was at the same situation as you guys are. So all the best, give your best and just present yourself worry free. Yeah, all goes to you now, guys.
Good morning, ma'am. So we are going to present our major topic, presentation on neurodiverse and adaptive learning platform. So this is Erika Prasad, myself Richa Datkare, Aditya Kate, and Tanisha Ramrani. So have you ever faced the issue of focusing for a test or maybe focusing on something to do for long 7 or 8 hours? If so, then ADHD people always face this issue. We have done a literature survey of 30 to 40 papers regarding the same topic, and these are base papers. The first two papers just tell about us about the how we can identify an ADHD.
I handle international banks, Indian banks, and I conduct their cybersecurity audits, PCI and SOC 2 audits. But before all that, I was a student in Don Bosco Institute of Technology around 7 to 8 years ago. So I can understand the feeling that you're going through today because even I was in this stage where even I had to present my project to all the faculty members and external experts. So after Don Bosco's journey, I joined as a software developer, then started working as a project manager where I used to do end-to-end software development. Small introduction. Now over to you guys and all the very best. Just remember, introduce yourself before you speak about your section. Okay? Yeah. All the best.
Thank you, ma'am. So basically, ma'am, I'm Sankalp Rai.
Yeah.
These are my teammates, Mohammad, Ankush Maji, and Mervin. So basically, what our project is, it is an AI-powered cloud framework for intelligent medical resource prioritization and allocation. So the
Yeah.
introduction is like the data, like in today's world everything is digital, so data is the backbone of internet, to be honest. In industries like healthcare and finance, pharmaceuticals, every second massive data comes in and it needs to be processed properly so that the system that use those data is less latency and can have proper resource usage. If the resource AI, resource utilization and minimize latency. Then we apply, once we are done with it, then we apply this framework in domain of healthcare, where it support real-time patient and resource management. Like, let's say
classification of vehicles like different categories: sedan, bus, truck, then car or bike, it can be, etc. We will be tracking movements through Kalman filter and KCF, which is kernelized correlation filters.
One of the most interesting thing which I felt during the review of the final year projects while interacting with the students were how scared they were. I think I can totally understand and relate because even when I was in my final year as an engineering student, as a computer science engineering student, even I was dead scared. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know how things will plan out to be. So I could relate that feeling with them. But yeah, this is how a life journey is, and this is how every student has to go through. And final year project. it's something that stays with you forever. It's a baby that you kind of make and you nurture it till for full 1 year, and this is your talking point during interviews, right? So you have to ensure that this project shines and this project adds value, so that every final year student, engineering student, when he goes for jobs or when he goes for his higher education, he will have a talking point of what exactly he did in his engineering journey. Obviously, when we say that I am going to recruit an engineer, the recruiters, they always have a mind that yes, they he might know the theory, but when I'm interviewing and when we have to select candidates, I would definitely see what are the practical implementation that student has done. So that is very, very important. So for practical implementation, I believe the final year project is very, very important. And hence, the feedback that I was able to provide them with whatever industry knowledge I have, I feel it would be of some help to these students. Guys, this video is not just about the final year students. I have something very, very exciting to share. I have found out three cybersecurity, governance, risk compliance AI tools, artificial intelligence tool. One is GCAI, second is Wilson AI, and third is Frank AI. Let me tell you more about GCAI. So, what is GCAI? GCAI is known as General Counsel AI. Now, General Counsel AI works on various vendor management, risk assessment, and it has been trained to talk like a legal consultant. So GCAI will always use the legal nomenclature, and it knows a lot of legal laws. So whenever you input a situation where you want to know legal help and how such and such a company can benefit our parent company, or such a company's data clauses cannot benefit our parent company, so GCAI will be very, very useful. So this artificial intelligence tool is so useful. Next AI tool is called as Flank AI. Flank AI was formerly known as Legal OS, but right now it's called as Flank AI. So this AI tool requires zero human intervention. It is mostly used for automating audit evidence collection. You heard that right. In audit field, we have to throughout the year collect n number of evidences. Let's say if we are having firewall, so we'll be collecting firewall evidences, audit logs, antivirus reports, pen test reports. So Flank AI automates this entire process and stores all the relevant audit logs in its storage system, and then we can access it. Flank AI also generates matrix where it shows how many evidences have been collected, how many evidences are remaining. The last AI tool is called as the Wilson AI. Now, Wilson AI can be known as the paralegal EAI, and it's a wonderful tool which imitates exactly like a legal consultant. It also helps in reviewing the contracts which are being signed by the company. It also detects risk factors which the contracts would be having, some anomalies in the contract, and helps correct them, detects risk in early stages. So, yeah, this is all about Wilson AI. Did you guys actually see that? Oh my god, my entire life journey just came into play because, as I told you, I was a student myself, okay? To see co students coming, preparing for their final year project, it just made me so, so, so emotional. Thank you so much for watching this video, which talks about me being invited as a judge to assess final year students for their final year projects. And most of the projects were AI related, okay? And secondly, to learn more about legal AI tools. So thanks a lot, and I will see you in the next video. Take care. Guys, before you all leave, I wanted to share something with you. 90% of the people who watch my video are non subscribers, and 10% of the people who watch my video are subscribers. Guys, I know that you are seeing my videos. Might as well subscribe it. It will really make my day. This was my humble request from Madhumita to all the people who watch my video. So that is all I wanted to say. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And I'll come back with such amazing, interesting videos, educational videos, travel videos, dance videos. I am a package of all the things. So, yeah, stay tuned. Thank you so much for being till if you're listening to the audio till here and seeing my video till here, genuinely thank you. It always makes my day. And take care of your family, take care of all of them, take care of your health, and I will see you next time in my next video. Till the time, like, share, and subscribe. Bye bye, toodles. As the tradition goes, sharing some photographs with you all of the event that happened today. I was called as the judge to ASIS final year project. I'm so glad that I was able to do this task also properly. Thank you guys for watching my video, staying till here. These are some lovely photographs that I took during the day of assessing final year students' projects. Hope you loved the video. Hope you learned something from the video. To all the engineering students who watch my video, take this as your inspiration and work hard. All the best, everyone. Bye bye. Toodles. Take care.